I'm realizing I didn't have my anything ready. So give me just a second, guys. Oop. And I oop. Let's post the Pentiment link. What else do we have going on today? What else do I need to do? I swear I had something else. Well, that must be it then. Surely there's nothing. Oh yeah, I also need to improve my webcam. 1 second. Gotta zoom that shit in. Hi, Knife. The Joel teaching his son Joel how to spin while Wide Boris passes by, but my Windows XP keeps crashing. Everybody's favorite emote that they definitely remember the name of. What an odd subgenre of emote type. Of just like, yeah, we just we type up a paragraph and we say, this is the one. That's the one, guys. This is the one. There are more, we need to find them. Well, in Arvid's chat, I've definitely seen it's like wide peepo something. 420 gangbang, etc., etc. I don't remember the name of it. Andy Warhol eating a hamburger and says 6'7". That's the perfect emote name, Daft. Fuck, you got it. You got it in one, baby. You got it. I mean, why mess with perfection? Thank you. I mean, it's beautiful. It's true art right there. Okay, maybe not. Sorry, wrong. Clicking the wrong thing. Knife sneaking in the first as well. Came from the deepest pit in my mind. Andy Warhol eating a hamburger and says 6'7". Etc., etc. Let's... Do people want to hear about my day at all? Or do we want to delve right into the Pentiment? Because I'll go either way. I'll sit here and yap at y'all. Hang on, we can... Who are you? Well, thanks for the stream, everybody. Love you all. I'll see you guys tomorrow at, I'll see you guys tomorrow at whenever. Because, you know, do I need to zoom back out? I feel like whatever I've done for... Is this too... It just doesn't want to... I can be wide mitts end. What am I doing, guys? You're very pixelated. What? Hang on, can we get like a wide Mitchell? How fucked up can we get this? All right, guys, we're taking this very seriously now. I hope you guys are ready for me to start talking about tax codes or something. We've gone frog mode. It doesn't really know what to do with the zoom, so I feel like I'm one of those. Anyways, I hope you all have had a great day. I've had a great day myself. Knife and I went and did tea at the Grand America in Salt Lake, which is a lot of fun. I feel like I've forgotten what your face looks like. Just an absolutely ridiculous bit. I'm gonna leave that up to brick joke myself. Somebody can remember it later. But yeah, day today, we went to Grand America in Salt Lake, which is like the fancy schmancy hotel in Salt Lake City, where they host a tea time for $45. You get a little, hang on, ad starting? No, snooze that. Fancy ass hotel. Fancy. Capital F kind of fancy hotel. And they host this tea time for $45. You can get one of several types of tea and a nice little lunchtime spread. It was actually, I was like, I think I'm gonna be hungry at the end of this. I walked out of there so full of cheese. For $10 you could upgrade, so you get a nice little cheese plate too. But they gave like 7 different things. I feel like half of it was dessert, but like scone, a cookie, a macaron. It was all like 3 different types of hand sandwich, fancy stuff. Anyways, it was absolutely delicious. Would recommend if you're in Salt Lake. And then we went up to the Capitol building after walking around Temple Square, which like I've done that a couple of times myself, so it's lost a little bit of they had vegan versions. That's true. They did have the vegan versions of I would call it like a tea brunch kind of thing, and it was awesome. What? What's up, Riley? Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, they were very inclusive. It was, at the end of it, it was like a $300 thing, but that was for 4 people, and with a cheese upgrade. I'm okay, just exhausted. I hope that you can get some rest. How's Mitz? How's Knife and Daft too? I'm talking about my day right now. Knife and I went out and hosted Knife's mother and sister around town, showing off the touristy sights of Salt Lake. And I mean, it's not a perfect city, but it's good. Gotta appreciate what you do have. Showed family around downtown Salt Lake because they wanted to see what it was like. The verdict: weird city. It's a very strange city. It's a very, very strange city. Go watch SLC Punk. That's the best way to describe it. Sounds like it's a weird city. Is it built around the temple? Kind of. The 0 point on the dot that indicates like where streets are based around the temple, yes. So the 0 point for the grid system for Salt Lake and this area of the mountain is the temple, which, don't get me started. We know my opinions on the Mormon Church. I don't feel like I don't need to go off one more time. But yeah, we took them up to the Capitol building and showed them like the best spot in all of Salt Lake to view the mountains around, and like it's a very, very gorgeous sight. If you're in Salt Lake, go visit Capitol Hill only for the sake of looking at how beautiful the surrounding view is. I mean, some of it is less beautiful, but like it's still very beautiful. Anyways, we also had dinner. We had some Mediterranean food. Sorry, I feel like I did not enunciate that properly. Anyways, it was delicious. I love a gyro. My sister-in-law was just enamored by how delicious it was and looked at the price of everything and was like, oh, it was this much money? Oh, okay, that was great. So, always feels good being like, here's a good suggestion, and people like it. Anyways, let's get into some Pentiment today. Let me wet my whistle a little bit. Feel like I got a little bit dehydrated today. So, definitely going to try and stay on top of the water. I may need to go refill it at some point. But that can wait. We were doing... Do we want to talk to everybody here?
Oh, why, Martin, look who it is. Good evening, Andreas.
Andreas, you're staying for the festival, I hope?
Of course he's staying. Who would miss this, especially after you burly boys built such a beautiful bonfire?
A burly boy like me would do anything for you, Dove. Couldn't help myself.
Holy shit, did he grow up? Stare at them blankly. You're both feeling very festive, I see.
Food, the fires, the dancing. It really is a night to enjoy.
It is an honor to the anniversary of the birth of Blessed John, a vigil for he who prepared the way.
Yes, yes. And he'd have liked everyone to have a good mood in their hearts and good food in their bellies.
As a hermit who wandered in the desert, living off locusts and wild honey, he probably wouldn't agree.
I'd love to live off of some wild honey myself, if you catch my meaning.
So you're gonna go to... Are you gonna heed Otto's call and go into the forest?
No, I'm not really looking for trouble. There's enough of that going around.
And you, Brigitte, not gathering any herbs?
My place is by Martin's side. The word of the abbot is the word of God. It's improper to go against the word of the church.
Only slightly less improper than all the time you spend with Veronica. Oh, Brigitte, I'm sorry. It was a joke. It came out poorly. It's good for the heart to have cherished friends.
It's fine. Andres, I was about to say, the bonfire is enough. We will dance until our legs begin to waver, right, Martin?
Have you seen the Gertners lately? I have. I saw that Veronica was married to Big Jorg. And, I'll go give them a chat as well. But I think we did a meal with them already. I can't remember exactly what was talked about other than, like, general state of things. And them being pretty bad. And maybe a little bit over what happened last time we were here. Well, and what we've been doing up to since France. They were sick and lacking bread. Yes, that is true. I completely forgot about that part. That is a key part there. They were sick and lacking bread, and then the abbot fed us, and he had a bunch of food, and I hate that guy.
Would not miss it for the world.
That's delightful. I hope you have a great evening.
You as well, Andreas.
Until later.
Till, what do you even do? That guy being the abbot and or the miller? Oh yeah, both of them suck. I don't think I've interacted with the miller at all. At least I'm pretty sure. I don't know which one is the miller though, so. Till. What voice did I have for Till?
Hello, Master Mailer.
Evening, Till. Enjoying the festival?
Very much so. I feel a tad old for the more active side of the celebrations, but I enjoy the sights and the sounds.
Did you know the word for the summer solstice leads back to the Romans? I thought you didn't read Latin.
Picked up a few words over the years. I still have the mind to put two and two together.
Admirable, I must admit.
It's nothing, Master Mailer.
Mainly proverbs and the occasional word, hence Solstitium. Such as it looks this time of year, the sun rises higher for a long time, then it stays here before falling again. A fitting allegory for the great cosmic arc of mankind, rise and fall. But to make for sorry, I just slapped my desk. And that was my ring. But to make up for that, dancing, leaping, songs, joys, and mirth. People do seem elated, although I don't think the same applies to Abbot Girnol. Otto's courting danger, I agree, going against the decrees of the Abbey like so. The festival has always had a rebellious streak of jest and mockery. I don't see it as sacred as some. The church would disagree. We are to honor a major saint. It has to be sacred enough for the church not to condemn it as heretical. And what are we mocking? I like that one the most. The fools of the community most like. The vices folks get up to, especially the more important than us peasants. Overall, I think it brings people together. I wish I could read more about all this. Oh, the Abbey's selling books from their library. I hope to get some for myself, but it proved to be far too expensive. Klaus and his printings have proven to be of more use, and a fair bit cheaper. Yeah, I mean, turns out that power structure, does this mean you've read the 12 articles? I have. But that is not talk to be had on the eve of this celebration, Master Mailer. I see your point. Well, have you maybe come across any interesting tales? I have indeed, Master Mailer. Till is a farmer. Yeah. Farmers do not make enough money to really, be able to buy books of the caliber of the scriptorium. Or, I didn't quite understand everything. The text was in Latin. It was by a Roman named Strabo, and it was about geography. That's why I noticed it. I don't believe I've had the chance to read anything by him. It was a fairly complicated read, I must admit. The book was about many kinds of barbarians, which also included the Rite tribe I read about years ago. The people who used to live on this very land before the Romans arrived. He called this place Ratium and described it as a cluster of daub huts and its people hostile and warlike, only interested in hunting and fighting. There was something about Manus and his sons, but I couldn't understand a lot of it. In any case, when the Romans came, most of these locals were driven out, but some were captured to work in the fields and the mines. What happened to the locals who were forced out? No idea. I would imagine that after the Romans were driven off, when their empire started falling apart, maybe the barbarians came back. Were they really the same people, or nomads from elsewhere? I guess we may never know. Thank you for the quick history. I'll let you get back to the festivities. If only Martin didn't steal the Historia Tassier. Yeah. Hang on, I'm trying to remember which one Martin is. It's been an eventful day, and I have not thought about Pentiment at all. So I'm a little bit slow on the draw. Snot-nosed kid? That's true. If only. Not so much a kid anymore. Yeah, somewhere like 20-ish. Enjoy yourself tonight, Master Mailer. Until later. Good evening, Andreas. Nice to see you here. Grandpa, look who it is.
Eh? Oh, the artist. You're still around?
Thought to stay and enjoy the festivities.
You call this a festival? You haven't seen nothing yet. You're not gonna tell the story again, are you? You kids need to learn it by heart, else Persia will run you down.
Is it about the wild hunt?
Yes, it draws near. Heed my warning.
Grandpa, you're getting agitated again. It's not good for your health.
Nonsense. I can outlive any bastard out there. So, where was I?
The wild hunt?
Yes, did you bring your mask?
I didn't realize I was supposed to bring one.
Ah, the fools I have to suffer. The masks are to protect us as we banish the witches and spirits into Percha's path. She punishes all humans she finds in the woods on St. John's Eve, since only witches are out in the wilderness. Anyone caught will be turned into animals. No one but a priest can then turn you back.
Oh no, to be brought low to a mere beastly existence.
A grim fate.
The Witcher! The Witcher! Bat chest! Bat chest! Hang on. Soying. Soy jacking. Soy jacking it? Maybe. That's a maybe.
A grim fate. Stay indoors tonight. If you want to come in outside, stay within the light of St. John's fire. At least St. Satya blesses the herbs in the forest this night. The women will gather the herbs, regardless of that bastard Abbot.
It's certainly important to stockpile some for the winter. Thank you for teaching me more about local traditions. Is Andy Warhol dead? Is Andy Warhol dead? I don't know the answer to that. Andy Warhol. Warhol.org. He died in 1987. I thought he was still around. Oops. Rip that guy. Yeah, he's been turbo dead. Damn.
Hey, Big Jorg.
Hmm?
You grab some of those ashes with you after the bonfires died down.
Fine. He was born in 28. What the fuck? Yeah. I did not realize what time frame Andy Warhol was alive from. I'm realizing I only really knew the name and like a couple of his works. Then again, that's better than a lot of people. That's kind of the life of the artist, though, right? Clever, the ashes will be good for the soil in your garden.
You're a smart boy for the city, eh? We best drive the cattle across the ashes, too. Keeps them from disease.
Now that story time is over, how are you enjoying the evening so far, Andreas? Did you know someone tried to assassinate him? You need to take an art history class? I really do. Yeah, I didn't realize that somebody tried to assassinate him either. Who's the funniest guy to make them eat a burger and say 6'7" on camera? I mean, Andy Warhol would be a good choice. I think that'd be a really fucked up way to resurrect him, though. Richard Nixon? Richard Nixon? Is Nixon dead? I'm pretty sure he's dead. Richard Nixon. Marked red by Shinigami eyes. So fucking funny. Personal details. Died in 1993. Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure Nixon's dead. Nixon got a stroke during dinner or something in like the 90s. Well, we could all hope for a stroke during dinner. What a way to go. Nixon is long dead? Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure he's dead. Need a living person. Who... What if I made Hideo Kojima do it? Hideo Kojima would be an excellent choice for that. I feel like he would do it, though. And he'd do it too eagerly. And that would kind of kill it. Stroking during dinner. Yes, I'm familiar. So true, so true. Me and my besties stroking it during dinner at the orgy. I've spoken to a few other people here. Very enlightening. It's best to spend some time with your friends. Have you heard anything interesting?
Ha, gossip. You two are like that burner in the forest. Smokey, that's the one. Always nosy about other people.
I've also been invited to have dinner with the Abbot. I guess the talking never stops. Can't say I'm exceedingly sure about it, given the animosity between us.
The Abbot, the bastard can rot for all I care. A thief in a monk's robe, full of hollow words.
The orgy had catering? Of course. You gotta stock up. Maybe you can talk some sense into Father Grinnell. He's not making it easy for us, any of us. It's not like we're asking for much. I'll do what I can. All we can ask. I guess I shouldn't keep you then. You have an important meeting to attend. You're right, I can't keep the Abbot waiting too long. Until later. Oh, we've taken a lot of your time, haven't we? Don't forget to enjoy the night celebrations. What is our current? Found Casper at the bonfires. He asked to stay and watch the festivities. I didn't see any issue with it. I just told him to come back before it gets too late. Should turn in for the evening and let the locals enjoy their celebration. Why would I do that? I mean, I've already can I participate? Bonfire is much simpler than the one in Nuremberg, but it's pretty all the same. I didn't realize that was a way you could spell that. Zimmerman. Well, I guess we've already talked to everybody. Should we go to the forest? I think we go to the forest. I just want to see if maybe we can talk to anybody. John Bauer. I'm going the wrong way for the forest. Yeah, very much the wrong way for the forest. I kind of want to go talk to the charcoal burner again. Smokey. And then probably turn in for the night. Maybe invite him. Be like, look, you gotta, if you want to feel like part of the community a little bit, you do have to participate in stuff like this too. At least if you can. If you're between batches. Evening, Master Mailer.
You're not taking part of the festivities?
I came to ask you the same. I didn't see you at the bonfire. I imagine it'd be a great chance to gather gossip.
Ha! Plenty of gossip to go around if one keeps their eyes open in the forest tonight. It's an enchanting evening. As for your question, I get enough fire and smoke as it is. Ha. Some things haven't changed over the years. Folks still dislike associating with the burner. Other than Endress, he occasionally comes by, but I guess he has to keep good relations for his trade.
People continue to be fools.
True, but it doesn't matter. I don't care. I've made peace with this matter. For me, it's a night like most others. We're staying sober and observing the townsfolk. Easier to get all the gossip for the year to come, you know? Besides, I reckon I'm growing too old for mischief. Best let others run around in their silly costumes.
I still think you have some youth in you.
Ha,
Like the sun rises to its highest point every year, so my back grows ever more crooked. But I appreciate you coming by. I wish you a pleasant evening, Master Mailer.
Till later.
Until then.
Alright. I think that's it then. Father Gierno's restrictions. The townsfolk can't even gather sticks without a fee. That's... Come on, that's just crazy. Can we look at Satya? Yeah, I like seeing all of the different traditions represented here too. Like, it's not just Catholicism that's got culture here. I appreciate the paganism. The waterfall must flow down the snowmelt into the mountains above the abbey. Hello, Helena.
Andreas Mailer, I never thought I'd see you back here again.
I came to pay my respects to Brother Piero.
I'm sorry. I didn't know the man, but I heard others speak well of him.
How have you been, Helena?
Well, little Martha managed to survive since your last visit, thank God. But lately, not too well. You must know about the taxes we have to deal with. Otto is trying to make the abbot see some sense, but I'm worried he's playing with fire. Carl and Peter and some other farmers support him, but it's dangerous to provoke the Duke. Anton's still too young to get mixed up in all this, and we have Martha to look after now.
Sounds like the peasants can't really survive with the way things are.
It's going to be a hard winter for certain. But I'd take a skinny husband over a dead one. I pray nothing happens to him. Now then, I'd best get back to my work. Until later, Andreas.
Until then. Martha.
Hi.
Hello, you must be Martha.
Who told you?
Your mom.
Oh. Alright, I'm going to go.
Yeah, that's fair.
Hi.
Goodbye. Is there anything else here? 2 innocents. Interesting. Alright, well, I guess it's time to train for the night and then probably have to deal with some fucked up shit tomorrow. Always, you know, new session, gotta pet the cat. Gotta pet him at least once. You see a cat, you pet a cat. At least if the cat is interested. Otherwise, alright. Later, cat. Meowdy. Exactly. I gotta give a real life meowdy. It's getting late. I should get some rest. Yeah, let's go to sleep. Surely nothing bad will happen. Oh, I love the creakiness of the house. Ah, yes. To the Mind Palace. Talk to the stoic Omega himself. Is this actually slightly more complicated? I do like this this pattern though. I'm a little mesmerized. Got to go for the long walk. Got to really think about all that has happened. What is all that has happened? Sabine. What is it? What? Come home. I will, soon. You're lying. Sometimes I think you must despise me. But maybe it's worse than that. Maybe I'm nothing to be regarded at all. What am I to you now? An annoyance? A bother? A nuisance to be ignored while you led another life in Paris? Was there ever an ounce of love in your heart for me? Of course there was. But no longer. I hate talking to you when you're like this. Fine. Go back to your work, the only thing that makes you happy. The house is so lonely without him. Stop. Your presence would only amplify the grief. Real Disco Elysium dream hours? Yes. Look, I'm sorry. I didn't have any decisions that I could make there. I'm an artist, apparently, dragged along by my art. Stop. Leave me alone. Leave me alone with the memory of him. Stop. Just leave me alone. Just for one night. One night where I don't have to dream about him. Please. Thank you. Damn. Pentiment really is Disco Elysium. It's all the same, baby. Everybody loves a unique visual novel. I know I do. August. Hello, August. What am I supposed to do? Just wait here with you? I suppose I can do that. Just pass the night in silence with you. I'm sorry I couldn't do anything for you. I suppose there's not much one can do against plague. Do you get tired where you are? The last time I saw you, I said goodnight to you. I didn't come to the bed, so I just stood in the doorway. Just stood in the dark. For people who can't see the other picture, it's a picture of the child. Oh yeah, hang on, let me move the camera for just this. There we go. You didn't say anything back, so I said it again. I don't know how long I stood there. He's waiting for you to say goodnight. You still look the same age to me. I wonder if I'll ever forget your face. It is a cute child. Could understand why this would be haunting. Do I remember your mother as she is? I remember loving her. Can you ever picture someone clearly if you love them? Can you ever picture someone clearly if you hate them? Damn, two really, really good options. Can you ever picture someone clearly if you love them? Or do you always have that that rose tint? I loved you, little boy. I loved you so much. Sometimes I wish I could die so I wouldn't feel it anymore. But I can't. So I retrace my steps every night. And I find my way back to her. Back to you. Beautiful. I love you, August. Good night. Oh, got a little tear there. Just gonna take a second, compose. Damn, I wasn't ready to just get hit with that. Ooh, and presented in such a way. Hang on, I'm gonna go get some water real quick. Let's listen to this for a minute. We'll just pop up the overlay. I'm gonna compose myself for a second, and then we'll get right back to it. That's how you know this shit rocks? Oh, absolutely. Very, very authentic. Anyways, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Just very rarely do I ever get hit as I guess I had to take a second and talk to Knife off camera about this, just be like, "Ooh." Very, very rarely have I ever been, as I said, a presenter for something such as a story such as this, and I've been actually hit by a moment emotionally in such a way that it's like, oh, I'm really feeling. I gotta take a second to recompose. Thank you for the break here, but Zam, that's good writing, baby. Okay, let's drop the overlay. Let me get my controller again. What happened to this place? Where is Prester John? Where are Socrates and Saint Groban? Saint Grobian. Grobia wasn't on the ship of fools. Melancholia. Won't you answer me? No thoughts for Beatrice? You are Beatrice, aren't you? Big blue lady. Very big blue. Hang on a second. This is not the first game with the big blue lady that I've played that has hit me with an emotional moment such as that. You are Beatrice, aren't you? Once, I was a voice of caution, of prudence. And now? More and less than caution. The ache of doubt that stiffens to paralysis. Paralysis that breeds despair. Melancholia. What happened to the others? What happens to you happens to us. The foundations of the city are still moored within the ocean of your mind. Its court does not rule your mind. Your mind rules the court. Once reason, curiosity, and the foolishness of youth dwelt under the aegis of your intellect. I am all that remains, the melancholy of life's autumn. Is that it then? How did it come to this? You've turned your gaze to your own dark center. You know the courses of your own life? You know how the choices you've made have brought you here? What am I supposed to do about it now? Change your life. Wait, I shouldn't be here. I needed to help someone. Is Casper all right? Ah, so your thoughts aren't entirely turned inward. There's still something in you that cares for others in spite of your melancholy. Perhaps there is still hope for us. Wake up, Andreas. This fuck-ass streamer keeps starting stream at midnight my time. Fuck. Sorry, Grammy. Good to see you. We were hanging out with family today. The normal schedule is going to be consistent. It's just a little turbulent right now because we have a little bit more like time responsibility to spend with people in town, you know. Stream is secondary vacation week. Yeah, it's vacation week. It's vacation week hanging out with nice family in town, which has been good. No, it's okay. I know you hate the East Coast. You know, I hate East Coast. I hate Central Time. I would start later if I hated them more, but you know, fuck you being 1 hour ahead of me and 2 hours ahead of me. That's just how it is, though. The East Coast, babies. You get enough. You have enough people. You get to catch the British people or something. I don't know. I'm not 100% what stream schedules online is like right now. Anyways, let's go check on Caspar. Surely nothing bad has happened to him, right? Walk around in my night garments. All right. There's a lot of commotion tonight. It sounds like everyone's gone to the woods. Hopefully he's not a friendly ghost. Crew. Good to see you, LF Narrow. I know you chatted just a minute ago earlier, too. But wanted to actually give a hello. Sorry. Computing where we're going from here. Anything else? Can I go check out, I want to go check out the ruins. Do we have anything going on over here? No? Okay. I just feel like something would be occurring around the ruins. Okay, anyways. Hopefully, Casper's okay. Check out the shrine. Hey, what the hell? Master Andreas, what are you doing out here? Casper, thank God. I was worried when you didn't come back. Where have you been? I was at the bonfire with Killian, but I heard a ruckus from deeper in the woods. I left to go see what it was. Father Gurnell, what are you doing out here? I was chasing one of the townsfolk, but lost track of the costumed buffoon. Forest is off limits. I'll figure out who's breaking the laws and excommunicate them myself. Uh-oh. What was that? Someone is screaming in town. They're really taking this nonsense too far this year. Uh-oh. Yeah, that didn't sound like a friendly occurrence. Let's go back to town and see what happened. What are we still doing here? Let's come on. Come on. Let's go back to town. Last time someone screamed with voice audio, it was a murder. Yeah. Huh, I've never seen these flowers before. I wonder where they came from. Who's that running off anyway? It's too hard to tell with who's who in those stupid costumes. We can worry about that later. Let's check the town first. Uh-oh. Otto is, crushed by...
Werner, is he? Dead, yes, I'm afraid so. Someone released the rope. The platform crushed him.
Hi, Karens. How are you? Good to see you. We're just, witnessing a murder.
What? How did this happen? Baltus and Lenhart and I heard the crash and stepped outside to see what had happened. Right, and then we saw a figure in a costume rushing off from the rat house. Someone... It must have been whoever released the rope. What were you doing in all this, Lenhart?
Enjoying a light meal with these gentlemen. Ah, what a shame you can't blame me for this, Peter. Casper, if it... Look to see if Otto had a note. Huh? Do it. What? Why am I making Casper do this?
No, Master, there's nothing.
Are you certain?
What were you expecting?
I'm not sure. Why do you make Casper do it? Yeah, I'm in my pajamas. How about you do it? I got my nightcap on, man. I was going to bed.
My God!
You do it, Tween. You witness the blood.
Otto! No, no! You. The Abbot must have killed him. The bastard always had it out for Otto. We all knew it.
We need answers. How dare you? Don't just stand here and be accused of such a foul act by a peasant.
Go after him. Wait, no, the Abbot was with us. He's innocent.
Casper is right, even if we don't have any proof.
Grab the artist and the boy, too. We'll get to the bottom of this.
Casper, run! Yeah, this is, to the Abbey! Uh-oh. We have an angry mom after us. This is, not where I was expecting this story to take a turn. So I guess we're gonna go hang out with the Abbot. Brothers, in the library, now!
They ran through the church, this way.
Damn, this is not good. You haven't lived until you've been chased out of town by an angry mob? Fuck, I haven't lived then. Zam!
Andreas, get out of the way. Otto's death demands justice.
The Abbot couldn't have killed Otto. He was with us when we found the body. That's true, he did arrive with you, but you don't know where he was before that, do you, Andreas?
Well, who would want to kill Otto? Lord Killer, Andreas, move.
If you go after Gino, the real killer will get away. No mercy. Face us. He's a monster.
Those monks don't come out, we'll set fire to this whole place and cook them.
You've all gone mad. Gino wasn't the only one who disagreed or disliked Otto. There must be someone else who killed him. You all have good reasons to hate the Abbot, but he's not the culprit here. Doesn't seem like the Abbot could really kill Otto, does it?
Behind, damn it. You've got one day to find whoever you think the real killer is, Andreas. Otherwise, we will come back for the Abbot.
This guy sucks. Andreas, all I want is justice for my husband. Please, you must find the murderer. I swear I will find whoever really killed Otto. Eva, Otto was a good man. I won't stop until I find who killed him. Well, this is, uh-oh. Peasants are really convinced that Gernot killed Otto, but it was impossible. Peter's temper got in the way. The Abbot is an easy target because it was at odds with Otto and his cause. It's no secret that Gernot and Otto were at odds. Many of the peasants hate the Abbot, and they would have liked to see him suffer like they have. Master, Peter was furious. He's only giving you a day to find the murderer. Why do you even agree to find who really killed Otto anyway? It didn't turn out like last time, did it? Why do it again? Everyone deserves justice. Anything to keep me from going back to Nuremberg. Everyone deserves justice. You have a good heart, Master Andreas. So who do you think did it then? Where do we even start? We should talk to Lenhart. He always hated the peasants and supported the Abbot. He was very vocal against Otto in town commons the other day. Did you watch Otto die? We did see him crushed under a lot of rocks. And I don't think it was the Abbot. Even if I fucking hate him. I don't think... Maybe he does need a near-death experience to, like, wake up, though. That at any point, they could just be like, okay, I want to... You're dead. Oh, hi, Brungo. What's good? We had a great day. We're a little late today, so we're gonna be going a little late. But good to see you, Brungo. So, we streaming, we playing more Pentiment, we watching a man die. He was very vocal against Otto in Town Commons the other day. He might have hated Otto enough to kill him. It's worth talking to him to find out. Even if he didn't kill Otto, he might know who else had the motivation to. Let's go with that one. Oh, what about Master Bauer? When we saw him talking to Otto, they seemed to be arguing over something. Shouldn't be watching, but I'm trying not to have a breakdown at the airport, so you're on. I'm sorry, Brongo. I'm sorry that you're struggling. I mean, air travel always sucks. It is a known fact that the airport experience sucks ass. On top of other concerns of just traveling in general in the United States right now. Seem to be arguing over something. So Martin is a possibility. I don't think it's him, but he might know something. I mean, I obviously want to investigate the flowers a little bit more. Martin supported Otto and the peasants. Martin was always an ass. If they had bad enough argument, they could have wanted to kill Otto. I think that's barking up the wrong tree, but it could be worth talking to him to see if what they were discussing. You might have an idea who would want to kill Otto. Good idea. Who else? I can't think of anyone else who would want to kill Otto. Oh no, I didn't do a whole lot of preliminary on this. Oops. I'm sure we can find some other suspects. We'll have to do some more investigating to find out who the murderer is, but we'd better move fast. Could the murderer confess to Father Thomas? Maybe. Even if the murderer did, Father Thomas is bound by the seal of confession, he won't tell us. Just call that replay value? Exactly. I didn't feel like I missed that much, but I don't know if I did a full sweep of the town. Even if the murderer did it, Father Thomas is bound by seal of confession, he won't tell us. However, we could eavesdrop on confessions. Since St. John's Eve just happened, the townsfolk will all come in to confess. Oh yeah, one of the townsfolk might have heard something. Anyway, that's a good place to start. We could also ask around at the Golden Hand. We'll tell outsiders anything. They might have heard something we missed. What about the person who ran by us in the forest? They were wearing these flowers. I've never seen them before. Right, we do have to find the source of those flowers in the woods. That might give us some sort of connection to the killer. I know this flower. It's a marsh marigold. It grows in wet, shaded woods. Okay. Flower might have a medicinal use. Someone with medical knowledge in passing might know where it grows. Also a good place to start. It's a marsh marigold. Perhaps around the shrine to Saint Satya? A large tree would provide the adequate shade or environment. My apologies. We have a lot of good places to start. Even though time is short, we have a good chance at finding the real killer. All right, let's get back to work. Okay. Where do we go for this then? Let's talk to Hannah first. Hello, Master Mailer. Anything I can do for you? Yes, actually. You were pretty vocal against Otto in the town commons. What was that about? Just what I said then. I don't want anyone to get hurt, especially now. We already had one death in Tassing. We don't need any more. What about the plight of the peasants? They're dying too. Doesn't explain why you spoke out. Otto never advocated for violence. We were opposed to Otto's ideas, though. He spoke against violence. The Golden Hand relies on its pilgrims and travelers for its business, Andreas. If Otto got his way, everything would be chaos. Swabity is burning as it is.
We need the law to live civilized lives, Andreas. What Otto was advocating for scared me. It's hardly better now. Otto is the only thing holding Peter back. Yeah, that's also true. I'll do whatever I can to find the murderer and still order again. Thank you, Master Mailer. I wish you the best of luck. Okay. Shrine of Saint Tatia is where we're going to go next. Joshua. Gillian. Nico. Master Mailer, is there anything I can do for you? Nico, have you heard anyone in here talking about Otto's murder? Not just talking about it, but you know. Yeah, you know. Exactly. Replay value is sick in this game. I am definitely seeing that. I am definitely seeing that. Like they had something to do with it? Oh no, I think I'd remember something like that. We already had one death in tasing, not another taser. We're tasing in this town. We're tool assisted speedrunning. TAS. I wonder how fast the speedrun of this game is. Big Id, I try not to eavesdrop on conversations. I don't want to get yelled at, or worse. Yeah, tool-assisted speedrun. There we go. Just making sure. Wanna be understanding the parlance here. But maybe you could find luck talking to people. Beer always tends to loosen people's lips. Buy a rad for everybody and you can have the run of the place. You'll be here a while, though. Maybe later. Until then, I want to go investigate the shrine first. So Mario, tool-assisted speedrunner who died by suicide after being caught as an accomplice in a terrorist bombing? Holy shit. Talk about having your hobbies. Talk about having an active world. Master, I think I see an opening behind these trees that leads to a deeper area of the forest. I talked to him on the Discord in the Outer Wild servers. It was the craziest fucking news. That is absolutely insane news. Holy shit. That's a... That's crazy lore. Insane lore drop from Brungo. Thank you, Brungo. I love hearing stories like that. 1 degree of separation from a terrorist cell. Yeah. Being like that close. That's pretty scary. Could this be where the mysterious costume figure ran when Otto was murdered? We should see where it leads. It could take a while, though. I feel like this is our best bet right now. But I think I want to investigate. You know, I'm just going to pull the trigger. Let's just go. Ready to see where this goes, Master? Let's get going. You're welcome. There's nothing to do with this information other than saying holy shit. I mean, nothing I can say on twitch.tv, that's for sure. What are these buildings? What is this place? Some kind of Roman ruin, like the aqueduct in the meadow. Interesting. Look, Master Andreas, the flowers. Ah, finally. Maybe we'll have something useful after all.
Let's look around. I didn't expect to see any Latin inside an aqueduct. Damn, we're doing some real investigating here. We are just straight up in probably some of the coolest ruins I've seen. A Roman depiction of a nymph. There's an inscription underneath. Probably a dedication. Why didn't you expect Latin in the aqueduct? I mean, Roman, just... You never know. You can never expect anything. You just walk into every situation and go, huh, yeah, that makes sense, I guess. Okay, let's investigate these flowers, too. This is the only space in Tassing where these could have grown. The damp ground and dim lighting are ideal for marsh marigolds. What's this back here? Another inscription. It's still in good shape. Damn, if only I knew Latin. Should have been more worldly. This Latin is carved sloppily into the stone. That's odd. You're not missing much, just some neat history. I am missing it, but some graffiti. Is that what it looks like, Master Andreas? Yes, the costume the killer was wearing when they ran past us. So much for finding it in the home of the killer. Still, good to know that it's here and that somebody is connected to this. Well, perhaps there's a clue inside. Nope, just more of the flowers. Uh-oh. When Florian examined the coat of Baron Rothvogel, I have you, Master Andreas. Casper, go get help. I won't let you fall. It's not a long drop. Just get someone to bring me a rope. I can't abandon you, Master. Bringing me a rope isn't abandoning me? I suppose that is true. Well, we're both down here now. Owie. Not the most pleasant experience. Well, we're all wet, but I don't think I hurt anything. Guess that wasn't really that long of a fall. The important thing is that you aren't hurt. Let's focus on getting out of here. Of course, Master. I might as well be nice to him. I don't see a reason to be mean. We could be a real dickhead, I'm sure. Wish we had a little more light down here. I can't see a thing, can you? I'm going to look around and see if I can find a way out. You making a torch? I mean, that's a good thing to do in this situation. Perfect. Great job. Thank you, actually being useful. Does this work? Great job, Casper. I must admit, I'm impressed. I just remembered how flammable these brush rags are. Casper is a smart fella. Yeah, Casper... you know, sometimes the youth's got good ideas. I want to be an encouraging person to apprentice under. No reason to be an asshole. I already have my life falling apart in other ways. Why are you carrying around the flint and steel? Well, you never know when you might need some fire. Of course. What is this place? A cistern. You must collect water from the spring to feed it into the aqueduct. The aqueduct in the meadow? I suppose so. Then all we need to do is follow it back. Perhaps. That's a great idea, Casper. Damn, you actually got good ideas here, too? Andreas is a fart smeller? That also true. I kind of like Andreas. Kind of a little shithead. My kind of guy. Even if he's lost himself in his work. A very fun character to follow. Looks like the tunnel collapsed past here, Master. Must lead toward town. Looks like there's a gap. Do you want me to try to squeeze through? I don't know. It seems risky. I can do it, Master Andreas. Andreas is one of my favorite characters ever conceived. He's so flawed and perfect all at the same time. He's a very human character, and I'm really liking that. You could very easily build a real shithead. And I'm sure just everything about his life it's very interesting. All right, but be careful. Of course, Master. I'll be right back. I'd say I'd marry him given the chance, but you see how that's going? Yeah. He's a guy that got lost in his work. For sure. Are you good? We're gone longer than I expected. Are you all right, Casper? I think so. What did you find? I don't know. It was very dark and I felt strange. It's not a way out. What do you mean you felt strange? Like I wasn't supposed to be there, and it smelled strange, like something old. It's a good thing you came out then. Now then, let's keep looking for a way out. Of course, Master Andreas. Told Casper not to go through the rocks when I played. I was so scared the pile would collapse on him. Yeah, I was like, to me, it's like, sure, if you're comfortable doing that, okay, but I'll leave that to you. Protect Casper with your life. Of course, I'm gonna protect him, but he has shown that he is a strong, capable boy. If he chooses to sign up for the risk, well, maybe I will never forgive you if you unlock the Casper die storyline. I hope not. I really don't want to. Where do you think this goes? Well, it goes up, so it probably leads out. I don't think I can squeeze through that gap. We need something to move the rocks. Something to give us leverage. Wait. Huh? Never mind. Let's find a way out of here. Yeah, I do not want to make anything terrible for Andreas in that Casper dies too, because I love Casper. He is a goofy little guy. I find him quite funny. Oh, okay. Well, my option is jump across, so this is a terrible idea. Good jump. Good job, Casper. Well, at least we definitely are gonna need to loop back to those top of those ruins, because this is not what I was hoping for. There's a big grate. Maybe we can get out that way. It's too high for either of us to reach. Climb on my shoulders and we'll see if you can push it out of the way. Okay. Oh? Hang on a second. It looks like a kitchen? Oh, so it's the... Love the way they just leave the fire on the ground. I don't want to hold it. I guess the ground is a pretty suitable place to put it. Next best spot? Probably in the hand, but... Floor works. At least here. It looks like a kitchen? The Abbey kitchen? What else is up here? I don't think so. It's big, though. Of course, we must be under the convent. Do you see any of the nuns? No? Hello? Nothing. Where could they be? I doubt the sisters loiter in the kitchen all day long. Can you lift the grate off? There's something heavy above me. I can only lift it a little, and I don't think I can squeeze through. I might be able to reach... Okay, well, take the fire poker, I guess. I got a fire poker. That might be handy. Hold on to it for now. Of course, master. I am unsure about using that as a way out currently. I feel like you're rewarded for investigating as much as possible and like seeing what your options really are. Is this a door? It appears to be a strange one. Where does it go to? I'll try to nudge it. Oh, okay. Must be another secret entrance into the Abbey. Another? When I was investigating the Baron's death, I found a secret entrance to the Abbey's library, to the crypt. Could the Abbot use this door to escape? Escape to where? We can't even find our way out. That's a fair point. It's possible that the Abbot doesn't even know it's here. What's that sound, Master? Snoring? Is someone sleeping on the other side of the door? My shoving isn't waking them up. They're either dead, drunk, or knocked out. What should we do, Master? Well, we already have the poker from the convent kitchen. We can try that on the stones to try and get out. Of course. Well, that's an inconvenient way out, but it is important information to know, because things are not looking that unlikely. I don't really know how close the time was, but who would it be? It was mentioned that Guy... This is the wrong way. It was mentioned that Guy was the one dropping sacks of gold, and also, like... Guy would have access to these areas. And we didn't see Guy. I'm not sure. But he's a real prick anyways, so fuck him. Maybe if we can, if we can get that. Find out some information here. Definitely need to go investigate the Abbey after this, if possible, then. I guess this is our way out? I don't want to... Try using the fire poker from the kitchen on the shift to shift the rocks out of the way. A little bit of leverage, perhaps. A crowbar. Wait, I still hear something.
You shouldn't come out here during the day. I had to. The farmers are out for blood. And? Don't play stupid. We both wanted Otto gone. Now he is. I didn't kill him, did you? Why would you ask me such a thing? Because of the note, you stupid cow. Because of the note that you sent you into hysterics. Because you're behaving like a woman who committed a murder and is afraid of being caught. How could you... Stop. Doesn't matter. I don't care if you did it or didn't. He's dead. The idiot peasants can beat the ground with their pitchforks and nothing will come of it. What about the artist, Andreas? He could be a problem. Have you done anything to raise his suspicions? I don't think so. Oh, okay. Good, then just wait. Time will run out for Peter and the rest of his worthless kind. The abbot will stay in power, pilgrims will keep coming to the shrine and staying at your inn. Yes, good. Thank you for putting my mind at ease. Be quiet. Go home. Don't come here again unless you want a quick... unless it's for a quick fuck. If you want comfort, talk to your fat husband. Don't bother me with your hysteria. Of course, I'm sorry. Okay. So, what an asshole. Yeah. A real prick. So it sounds like they may be involved somehow. That might just be a red herring of just like, all right, you're cheating and wanted to talk about this with your partner there, I guess. Glad we're finally out of there, Master. What a strange adventure. You think Mistress Hannah could have killed Otto? She's only pretending to care about the town's safety. She's only concerned with the shrine staying open. Why would that make her want to kill Otto? If the peasants overthrew the abbot, they might loot or destroy that shrine. Without the hand of St. Moritz, there's not much reason for pilgrims to travel to Kirsau. There hardly be any visitors to the Golden Hand. Exactly. We now know Hannah has a motive. It's possible she'd kill to protect her family's inn. We need to talk to Nico and Killian just to see how committed she was. First, let's go back to the old Golden Hand and clean up. People get suspicious if we walk around town like this. Good idea, Master. That did sound pretty sus. That did sound mighty, mighty sus. Ah, Master Mailer, I'm glad I caught you. Would you like to join Casper and us for supper? And perhaps another time. Which ones were Nico and Klaus? Sorry, look at the journal here. Investigating the murder. The Miller. Even though Lenhart Mueller was with Baltus and Werner when Otto was killed, I should still talk to him. He openly opposed Otto in the Commons and has a hostile relationship with the peasants. The proprietess. Casper and I overheard Hannah Björgwin speaking with Lenhart Mueller. She said she was glad someone killed Otto because an uprising would have threatened pilgrims' visits to the Shrine of St. Moritz, which would have been disastrous for the Golden Hand. It's also clear she's having an affair with the Miller. Okay, good bits of information to have. Lenhart is such an ass. Oh, absolutely. A real prick for sure. I know that Father Gierno couldn't have killed Otto. More importantly, I can't let Peter endanger both the library and the monks. I need to work quickly. Okay, where do we go from here then? I guess talk to Father Thomas, maybe?
Maybe we go up to the mill first. Else? Hello, forgive me, I've forgotten your name. Andreas Mailer, master artist. You must be Else Mirwin, the miller's wife. Oh yes, that's me. My husband has been talking about your arrival. We're pleased you've done so well for yourself. Thank you. I see the mill's been doing well. All the fame has only brought more toil. I've been traveling almost nonstop. He didn't seem so interested in me last time I was here. My husband, he has a mind for business. I'm afraid your work in the scriptorium was not towards his interests. Notice how his is like the only house with glass windows? Yeah. A little sus that he's like outwardly very wealthy. But now that I'm a successful artist, I'm worth his time. I understand it's esoteric work that not everyone is interested in. We schmooze. Who is this young man? Casper, my apprentice. Hello, mistress. Oh, you must meet my darling Paul. He would love to meet someone his age pursuing art. It's not where Lenhart can see. I'm sure we could arrange that. It would be delightful, Master Mailer. Thank you both. You're most welcome, Else. I must return to my work, Master Mailer. Until later. Until then. Okay, good to know. The Mueller house. What a terrible place to meet to fuck, or... That's, is this the meet and fuck kingdom? Do you meet and fuck? Okay, what's up, Paul? Hello, Master Mailer. This is meet and fuck kingdom. Yes, yes! Meet and fuck kingdom, a true W. Hello, you're Paul, right? I don't think we spoke the last time I was in Tossing. Yeah, I was just a kid then. How are you doing? I'm alright. Dad keeps talking about his new gun. It scares me. They're brutish weapons, deadly even when handled by the inexperienced, even for hunting. Firearms are just tools. Do I want to be scary? Firearms are just tools. I'm not scared of that gun, Master Mailer. Dad gets really mad. Oh, are you sacred? You might use it? I don't know. Meet and fuck Ballywick? This is technically meet and fuck Bishopric? That's true. We did meet and fuck. At least once. And then also a pair of brothers did. Never noticed that typo before? Yeah, rare notice. I need to go. Forget I said anything, Master Mailer, please. Until later. Until then, you monks. You mean monks, not literal brothers? Oh, sorry. Yes, monks. Monk and fuck kingdom. Usually when there's a historic misspelling, it would do an animation to correct to a modern spelling. It makes sense. Oh, that is certainly a gun. What's up, Lenhart? Andreas Mailer, the master artist, yes? Who's asking? Lenhart Mueller. I run Tassing's Mill. Pleased to make your acquaintance. A gentleman indeed. Look, I just wanted to introduce myself. It's not every day someone comes back to Tassing. Especially to investigate a second murder. Quite unfortunate timing for you. Quite fortunate for you, given your meal with Baltus and Dr. Stolz. Going into his house and saying, I don't recognize you, are you new? Is crazy. Yes. Guy didn't do it, he wouldn't have been able to pass up shooting someone. He probably would have been one to shoot. Would be a good red herring, though. The big gun. Chekhov's gun. Quite fortunate for you, given your meal with Baltus and Dr. Stoles. I know we've only just met, Master Mailer, so I can understand some suspicion. In spite of how I feel about the peasants and how they feel about me, I'm no murderer. Why would I kill Otto? Why would I kill Eva's husband? You disagreed with him in the Commons. I disagree with a lot of people in town. I don't go around killing them. Besides, if Otto brought down the Duke's anger, it wouldn't fall on my head. Chekhov's handgun? Yes. Chekhov's fancy gun. He would definitely kill a man given the chance. I hate him. He definitely strikes me as the kind of guy that would kill somebody, though. No, that's a different thing. Yeah, it's similar. In any case, if you get tired of investigating, my door is open. If you'd like to join my family for a meal or see the mountains, just let me know. Perhaps some other time. As you wish, of course. Until later. Till then. Okay. Good information gathered. Anton, Martha, Helena. Martha just says hi. Hello, Master Mailer. God bless you, Andreas. Okay. Work to be done. Let's talk to Thomas for a second. Oh, Andreas, what have you come back to? This is all awful. Just awful. I should never have allowed Klaus to publish the 12 articles. That's what happens when common people get agitated by reading nonsense. What's the alternative? Forbidding them from reading? Sometimes, yes. Just because a commoner has learned to read does not mean he can fully comprehend any book he finds. Some of these texts are written to inflame passions. They're not all written with modest intentions. These pamphlets, these books, can make people crazed, furious. Literature Amelie have seen what happens when a good people become part of a mob. Apparently that's a wheel lock gun. Probably very expensive. Probably extremely expensive, and a good way to dispense murder. What do you mean? Before we came to Tassing, I was a priest at a town near a Benedictine convent. The town was full of good people. But the good people were whipped into a panic by an educated neighbor, the town doctor. He had read the Malleus Maleficarum and it put ideas into his head. The witch hunting manual? The author was written out of Innsbruck, wasn't he? Yes, the word of that had not reached our doctor. One thing the book's author and the doctor shared was a contempt for and the hatred of women. In the convent, the doctor saw a coven of witches. In Sister Amelie, he saw not a mystic, but a woman possessed by evil spirits, speaking blasphemy. But surely the local magistrate didn't believe that. No, he did not, but that didn't matter. The doctor inflamed his neighbor's fears. No matter what I did, no matter what I said, it made no difference. They wouldn't listen to reason. They wouldn't even listen to scripture. In the dead of night, they gathered at the convent and set fire to it. Sister Amelie was lucky to escape with her life. The rest of the nuns were not as fortunate. So I am all too aware what can happen when a mob forms. I should have known it would happen again. This is my fault. You'd think that Otto's death would have shocked the farmers into abandoning a hopeless cause. Hopeless? It's only inflamed them. Do we want to keep the peasants calm? I'm still looking for Otto's killer. Never should have come to this. The Abbot should have known he was playing with fire. Do what you can to keep the peasants calm. I will, but I fear this has all gone beyond my control. Suppose there's no good fretting about what's already happened.
I have to minister to the people of my town as best as I can given the circumstances and pray for the best. Speaking of which, I need to hear confessions for the townsfolk. It's a tassing tradition that after St. John's Eve, in case they get up to any mischief, they can wait until Easter. Expect they'll be coming early in the morning. If you could excuse me, I need to prepare. This town is kind of full of assholes. Father Thomas is kind of pitiful. I don't know. He's pretty pitiful, yeah. He's kind of just like a schmuck. Of course, Father. Where do we go next? Let's say... check out the... Who's here? Ottilia?
Andreas, enjoy the bonfire?
Up until the murder, I suppose?
They only seem to happen when you're here. What are you doing back here, anyway?
I came to pay my respects to Brother Piero.
Why? He can't hear you. He's gone.
For my own sake, I suppose.
Alright, I understand that. Stupid, but I understand it. Can't imagine why anyone would come to Tazing unless they were desperate.
Do you work for Father Thomas?
Work for? I'm his damn slave. I clean this damn church and keep his house so I have a roof over my head. Around the time the Baron was murdered, I lost my home. That bastard, the Abbot, took it from me. Now I have to rely on the charity of the church. I hate the church as much as the Abbey. I wish they were a hell so I could send a lot of these holy men there.
Surprised Father Thomas lets you stay here.
Thinks he can save me. I let him keep believing that as long as he keeps a roof over my head.
Do you know anything about Otto's murder?
No, why would I? And why do you care?
Just asking. You never know who might have heard. Seen or heard it something.
Well, I haven't. Are we done?
Yes, until later.
Fine.
If I were the Archduke and I would simply have Andreas executed to see if the murders stop. It's weird that it's happened twice. Ah, I see. I didn't realize that this painting was also important. Glad I stopped back in. Who do I talk to, I guess? Cat?
Andreas Mueller.
Hello, Cat.
Oh, would you look at that? You're back in Tassing. And look at you. You've done so well for yourself. And who's this?
Cat, please meet Casper, my apprentice.
Hello. He's got the posture of an artist, that's for sure. Good strong face, though. I do?
What brings you to Tassing, Andreas? He's passing through on the way back to Nuremberg. How have you been, Cat? You seem well.
I feel well. The past few years have been challenging, but I'm stronger for the Lord's trials. Franz passed a few winters ago, then Wolf, Brigitte, and I nearly lost the farm and our mines. But Martin returned shortly after, and he's proved to be a changed man, a good man. He saved us from destitution.
My condolences on Franz's passing.
Thank you. He was, well...
A real asshole, a difficult man, or a faithful Christian? Let's say a difficult man.
I hope that his pains and tremors are eased now that he's at God's side. Now that Martin has returned to us, and the farm is no longer in danger, and Brigitte and I live in hope of more children soon. Times may be hard in Tassing right now, but God does truly answer our prayers.
I'm glad you and your family are well, Cat, despite everything.
Thank you, Andreas. It's good to see you again, even in the midst of such terrible times.
I did want to ask more about your son, actually. Martin seems different from how I remember him. What changed?
Oh, that's right. He was still gone by the time he left Tassing. He returned several weeks later, like he always did.
Was it his travels or time that changed him? Only God knows the truth of a man's heart, but I suspect the challenges he faced on the road improved his memories of home. He hasn't stolen anything or run off in years. Truly, the Lord provides for his faithful. He and Otto were arguing the other day, though. Do you know why? Were they? I'm sorry, Andres, but I don't know anything about that. Martin supports Otto in his cause against the Abbot's taxes. They didn't have any cause to fight. I don't know, Kat. Their argument was quite heated. Would Martin have any reason to hurt Otto? Of course not. They'd become close friends over the last few years, like brothers. Even brothers quarrel. After Franz died, God blessed me by returning my son to me, healed of his darkness. We should be giving thanks that the Lord led Martin to the light. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to disturb you. I'm just trying to find out who really killed Otto. Trust me, Andreas, I know my own son. Martin would never do such a thing. Thank you for talking with me. Thank you for hearing me out. Until later, Andreas. Until then. Okay. I mean, I don't feel like Martin is a killer. I see no... Him and Brigitte strike me as pretty good about not messing around in that capacity. At least that's my assumption. We have a couple of things to investigate. Hello, Andreas. Could you spare a moment, Brigitte? I suppose. What do you need? It was so strange seeing Martin. What do you mean? Serial, thank you for the follow. Thanks for popping in, saying hi. Much appreciated. Thank you again. Been happy to see you around in some of the other chats. Bub, Bench, Arvid, occasionally, I think. Dirky Boy, the 9 Bad Crew. Just realized I didn't follow when I saw and recommended. No worries. Much appreciated. Coming back and saying hi. Hope you're doing well. It seems like he came back from his travels, a changed man. My boat. For the better, yes. For all the grief he gave me, we're happy now. Is that so bad? No, of course not. You didn't get into an argument with Otto when I was coming to town, though. What happened there? Why all the questions about my husband, Andreas? I could lie. I'm trying to catch up on everything that's changed in Tessing. I'm trying to figure out who murdered Otto. Well, it certainly wasn't Martin. Otto was pressing Martin to support him in the town commons, Andreas. Martin has changed, but his history in this town is remembered. He doesn't want to cause more trouble. He didn't want to speak in commons because he's afraid of the Abbot. They squabbled over it, that's all. Otto threatened Martin if he didn't cooperate. What was your husband so afraid Otto knew? Compliment Martin's change for the better. Okay, so I must have missed one possible trigger there. Can I get a 50 coin flip? Can I win the coin flip? I know Otto and Martin had quarreled. But that's all. Maybe he flew off the handle with Otto. You know how men are. I'm sorry, but I don't know anything about the matter. Now please, I need to get back to work. Of course, until later, Brigitte. Well, that feels like, bad thing. Or house is just completely decrepit. It's saying that she can't have her own home. Replay value. Copium, yep. Hello, Andreas. What's up, everybody? Hello, Hans. Hey, Andreas. Heard Ruby you were back. Hello, Hans. Meet Casper, my apprentice. Hello.
Hello, are you from Nuremberg like Andreas?
I'm from Salzburg.
Is that very far from here?
Not too far, I think. A few days to the east on horseback.
I've never been outside of Tassig, or ridden a horse.
You should get out of this place while you're young, Hans. It's a shithole. Why is that copium? It's copium on. Oh shit! I failed. Me failing is just for the replay value. That's the copium. Game is very good. I am certainly enjoying the ride. Passing's a wonderful place to live.
I guess some of the men in town say it would be better if the Abbey were around.
Then you'd have to contend with the Lord. That's hardly better. They might be right about that. What do you think?
I don't know. It could be nice to have a change.
Be careful what you wish for. Change does not come peacefully in the Empire.
I guess we'll see.
Until then, Hans. And Johann.
Andreas, you and I need to talk.
Alright, what's on your mind?
Why are you helping the Abbot? You know what he's been doing to our families.
Peter is threatening the entire Abbey, not just the Abbot.
I suppose you do have some friendliness with them. Those monks never to get good by me, or my family. At my measure, they've done a lot of harm.
I understand your anger towards the Abbot, but the monks don't deserve to die. Do you think that burning down the Abbey would make things better?
And what do we deserve, Andreas? To starve? When's the last time you went hungry, Andreas? Last month, I can count more lean days than full. If it weren't for Ulrich's charity, we wouldn't have had any bread at all this week.
Then the Abbot should answer for it, but not by burning the Abbey down.
Alright, you know what? If you're dead set on this, I think I can point you towards someone.
Why would you do that?
Because I've had my suspicions about this person for a while. It's my nephew, Martin.
Martin? Really? Why?
Because I don't think he's who he says he is. I don't think he's Martin at all.
Why don't you think that?
We all see what we want to see here, Andreas. The things we don't want to see, we ignore it as long as we can, for everyone's sake. I don't say anything about Eva's pretty blonde hair. Georg doesn't say anything about my daughter's friendship with Brigitte. Brigitte and Kat don't say anything about Martin. Strong Martin, hardworking Martin, faithful Martin.
Do you have any evidence?
No, just a suspicion and a reason not to trust the man. When the Abbot decided to give us old Rags Kemper's land, there was a fee that we had to pay. We needed to expand. My brother and I couldn't say no. The land went to both of us, and after Franz's death, a portion went to Martin.
That doesn't sound like the worst thing.
No, it wouldn't be if Martin hadn't brought up the idea of selling off the lease. That or parceling it out to other families. It gets complicated, but he'd be putting my land on the other side of someone else's. This whole arrangement works because we hold the land together.
You know what the mob will do if they found out Martin's an imposter? You really think Martin, whoever he is, killed Otto?
I think it's possible. If he can sleep with another man's wife and steal his land, maybe he could be a killer too.
All right, I'll consider it.
Good.
This feels very, very much like a strange way to go about this. I need to use the restroom, by the way, so I'm going to pop up the overlay. I'm going to use the restroom. I would recommend y'all do the same. I'm going to do that real quick, and I'll be right back.
Sorry, we're back. Forgot about where I left you guys, and maybe this was not the best screen to leave you on. I was just very in the need. I'm drinking a lot of water. Let's just say that much. Peter, hello, Andreas. Clarid, nothing. Okay. Ursula, nothing. Ill Peter, anything? Nope. Okay. I figure it's a good time to go talk to everybody again, see if we can learn anything. Big Yorg? Nope. Okay, to the comments then. Andres always has something.
Andreas, how did you get caught up in another murder?
I'm not trying to do it, I swear.
Oh, I didn't think you were. Still, it's an awful position to be in. Listen, Andreas, I can't talk any sense into Peter. I understand he's angry. We're all angry, but threatening the Abbot? Burning down the Abbey? The Duke's soldiers will tear this town apart.
Peter won't listen to you. What makes you think I carry any more weight with him?
I don't know, you lived with the man. I'm just worried. Worried for all of us.
I understand. I'll talk to you later, Andres.
Until then.
Well, I kind of stick my nose into everything and form opinions and then go, hang on a second. I can't just stand by and let you kill this guy. Eva. Oh, Andreas. Are you alright?
I knew something like this would happen. He believed in what he was doing. I know he was doing the right thing, but Andreas, I was so scared. I don't know what I'm gonna do now.
We'll get through this, all of us.
My father doesn't get us all killed. God, I hope he doesn't. I'm sorry, Andreas. I'm just so tired.
When's the last time you ate something, Eva?
Oh, I'm not sure. I should eat something for Oates' sake. Would you mind sitting with me?
I feel like eating dinner with her is... I need to... I'll come back later.
Alright, I understand. Thank you.
Yeah, I need to go investigate a couple more things first, but it is good to know that she is an option. I don't know... I need to go collect more information. Is there anything else in the forest? Can I go back to the shrine? Is that the same Martin? I don't know. Can't really say so. Okay, let's. I want to go see if we can investigate the forest anymore. Does Smokey have anything to say? Actually, he's a great person to go check. Good to see you, Master Baylor. Nope. Okay. I was really hoping he would have anything. Head back to the shrine. I mean, I can't progress anymore that way. Okay. We did learn something. We could throw the miller under the bus if we needed to, I guess. Probably, maybe. The old salt mine. 2 innocents. 2 innocents. How many more than that? 2 innocents, 2 murders? Is this anything? Sorry, I'm going the wrong way. Well, I want to go check everybody out. I don't know if I want to do dinner with you two. I feel like I want to talk to Otto. I want to talk to Eva. Let's talk to the Drukers as well. Hello, Andres.
Bah.
Okay. Nothing to do there then. Any other gossips about town? What's up, Lucky?
Andreas, not looking good, is it?
No, it is not. I have to find the real killer. It couldn't have been the Abbot.
You don't need to convince me.
Let's you get on that then.
The unrest bodes ill. Peasants are about to do something foolish.
I pray I can stop them. Do you have any thoughts on who might have done this?
No. Otto had a few conflict, but nobody I'd call an enemy. Best of luck to you, Andreas. You don't have much time.
No. I do not have enough time for any of this. I can't talk right now. I need to watch over Rachel. Yes, the baby is coming. The baby will come as soon as I have to talk to anything about that. Because, of course, somebody dies and gets executed and also a baby born. Because that's always a fun media trope. God bless you, Andreas. God bless you, Ulrich. How have you been?
Before or after Otto was murdered?
Before?
I was fine. My family was all fine, thank God. Little Anna has some problems with stealing, but she's getting better.
She still has my hat.
Is that why you came back here, Andreas? To ask for your hat back?
If only it were something so trivial. Do you know anything about who might have killed Otto?
Andreas, if I knew anything, I'd tell you. I'd tell Peter.
She did still have his hat. Yep. My hat. Maybe I set her down a path of stealing for life by letting her take my hat. My fuck-ass hat.
I'm critical of the Abbot, but I still love the man. Still love the brothers and sisters at Curacao. I don't want to see them harmed any more than you do. If I see or hear anything that could help, you'll be the first person I tell.
Thank you, Ulrich.
It's the least I could do. Keep faith, Andreas. Trust in Providence. We are all in God's hands.
Alright, Gret. Anna. I can't even ask her for my hat back. Oh well, she can keep it. It's cute on her.
God bless you, Andreas. I'm thankful you returned to Tassing after so long. We prayed so fondly for you after you left.
You shouldn't have bothered. I've done well for myself, but Tassing... Thank you, Gret. I've kept Tassing in my prayers as well. Though it doesn't seem to have done much good.
Otto's death is a tragedy in an already tense time. I can only pray that things can be resolved peacefully. I worry about my husband. He's getting too involved with the whole business.
He's doing his best to keep Peter from violence. He's the peacekeeper Tassing needs. You disagree with Ulrich?
Yes, I do. I love Ulrich, but he does not see he may be both prudent and Christian. Pray that I'm not acting selfishly, but the Abbot's taxes have affected us too. We must be able to provide for ourselves if we are to help others in Tassing. And as Proverb says, do not answer a fool according to his folly, lest you also be like him. Following Peter into this foolishness is not the Christian action. I only pray that he can see that in time. Will you speak with him, Andreas?
Of course, Gret, but I can't promise I'll change his mind.
God bless you, Andreas. That's all I ask.
Okay, I guess I'll give him a talk to as well. Nope, never mind. Anything in Northtown? I mean... I wonder how long Rat House construction will be delayed now. Yeah. I love medieval peasant murder sim. This is just such a fun thing for me. What's up, Balthazar?
Greetings, Andreas. You have arrived at the ideal moment. Alright, less than ideal, considering Otto's recent death. It is a great tragedy. It took place right outside your house. You truly didn't catch anything that would be useful to my investigation? Alas, as said, Werner Ledhart and I were engaged in a stimulating debate when we heard the crash outside. I only saw a figure flee, but unfortunately I have no useful details on whoever it may have been. Hope you find a lead, for I have severe doubts about the involvement of the Abbot in this gruesome affair. Meanwhile, I'm drawing close to the final design of my latest invention. As such, I would very much like to hear your thoughts on it. Of course, you asked me to come share ideas. Splendid. I've been devising something most unique. Come. At present, we have a problem. The peasants suffer under harsh conditions. Do you agree? They do not have it easy, no. That's what they've been saying. I'm not that certain, though. Life isn't easy. I'm going to say they do not have it easy. They toil constantly, but achieve little over bare subsistence. Bleh. Bare subsistence. They're then taxed heavily. The peasants grow angrier, hence the nascent troubles all across the lands. It is a dangerous time. So I've devised a tool to lessen their drudgery. Here, take a look at this schematic. Behold, the plow. In front of it, an automation, man or beast. It makes matters little. Dragging the plow behind it. Have you seen any artificial people before? I've seen the more shepherds who strike the bell and the carousel of automated magi. The Piazza San Marco clock in Venice. Ah, father and son Ranieri. An impressive piece of work. So do you understand of which I speak? The intricacies of machinery. Gears within gears, symmetric coils turning a shaft system that leads to a gearing mechanism. Controls that are quite complex, but allow for you to follow a predetermined path. It toils, so the peasant does not have to. It provides it with energy. It can't operate for long on the power of a spring alone. Leonardo has written of what he calls smoke turbines. For a while, I thought to add a furnace, but it is far too cumbersome. Like many of his inventions, it is proven lacking in actual practicality. The universe reveals itself through minute intricacies of clockwork. There's still a few imperfections to work out, but I feel I'm on the correct path. Tell me, Andreas, what do you think? Be truthful. There can be no progress without truth. We already have the ways to harness the incredible strength of oxen and horses, so what's the point? I would call it an overwrought, over-engineered, overly complex solution to a far simpler problem. I'm going to say we already have oxen and horses. It's great. I mean, it's great. Truly? You think so? Or are you saying it to spare my feelings? I know it's not true, Andreas. I was just afraid to admit I'd failed again. My father would not approve. Your father is also an inventor? He is, with a sharp mind and a sharper tongue if need be. Why did you leave in the first place? I had to prove myself to my father, I suppose, and maybe... my father had attempted to arrange me a marriage. I did not feel ready. It's not so bad once you get used to it. It is the commitment that causes me trepidation even to this day. In any case, there is much more I have to learn. My inventions have not been as successful as I would like. Why so? I'm not certain. I can envision such designs, but these do not coalesce. The successful design requires the simple elegance of function. It was what I have aimed for most of the time. Perhaps has not been simple enough. But I thank you, Andreas. I invited you to exchange thoughts, and you've proven most valuable. This conversation has given me much to consider. Oh, I've nearly forgotten. Our mutual friend Werner invited me to dinner. Why don't you and your assistant come along? I'm sure he won't mind. I hate to intrude. Another time, perhaps. Can I still... Greetings, Andreas. Say, that wonderful Dr. Verder has invited me to dinner. Okay. Just making sure. Anyways, I am a little beat today, so I think we're gonna... 4 seconds? Yeah, perfect. I am a little beat, so we're gonna call it on the stream today. Thank you for stopping by, everybody. I hope you had fun. I know I had a great time, as always. I've just had a more involved day these last 2 days, so I'm a little beat. So one day I will, one of these days I'll come back and we'll go back to more 3-hour stream. But for now, we do be doing 2. Who do we want to raid today? Also, thank you everybody for being here, as always. Love you all for being at the streams and hanging out and just having a good time, I hope. I don't think we've raided Bad Bish in a minute. Let's go raid Bad Bish. They are playing Tiny Rogue because it is a good, fun, easy game for them to stream, to my understanding. I like Tiny Rogues. I've played a little bit of it. I need to go back to it at some point. It's a good game for sure. Anyways, go say hi. Give an upside down smiley face if you feel like it. Say hi to Bad Bish. And yeah. Have a good rest of your night, everybody. Love you all. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thanks for stream. Thank you for playing one of my favorite games. I'm happy to do so. I'm having a great time. The fact that it got me to tear up is just like I think it shows it's got merit. There is artistic merit going on there. Anyways, go say hi to Bad Bish. Good night.